What's up, dudes and dudettes? Big Blue Giant. I see you in here. Chad Henne. That was a big fourth down play. What a gamble. I like it. To pull up the game. Who we got in here? Go Saints. Zachary Elbinger. Wouldn't mind another. I mean, ultimately, I think it's going to be the Packers, but I picked the Bucks. We'll see what happens today. I got some bingo cards coming up, guys. You guys want to play along? I thought Taysom Hill was playing, so I made a Taysom Hill bingo card. Kind of upset he's not playing now. Bingo, 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 bingo. Browns should have won, definitely. That game got tight, man. As soon as Mahomes went down, I was like, it's crazy. I just tweeted it. If you guys follow me on Twitter, the drop off from, oh my God, we got Mahomes, we're the greatest team, we're untouchable, to Chad Henne's in the game. Please let the clock go faster than it ever could. That's where the talent level is at a backup quarterback in the NFL. From I'm cool to I'm sweating bullets in one play. That's on any given Sunday. Pulling this game up. Who's in here? Go Lions. Damn right. Let's go Bucks. The Browns should have won with that helmet. Maybe the curse isn't over. That's that call is definitely gonna be one of those moments. I think that's a bang bang play though. Like the real travesty is that it's not reviewable.
Team to have much success running the football, but
what we got going on? I see you, 49er Empire. I'm with you all the way on everything. Where we at? Saints 35-31. I like it. High scoring affair.
snap that 13.
Brown should have won. No more. Matthew, what's up, man? I'm glad you found your way over here. And I'm glad you watched over there. That helmet to helmet call is crazy, man, because like I still think it's a bang bang play, but it ended up being my stream behind, y'all know that. So I just saw the Brady pass. It ended up being more important than what I thought it was. The Chiefs missed a lot of opportunities in that game. The just coming away with field goals, that interception after Matthew picked it off, I think it was in the third. Like they fumbled, like they botched that whole possession. So they gave the Browns a shot. That's a good question, Zach. What's going to be the concussion protocol now that Patrick Mahomes suffered one and it's a big game? So, that's going to be the funny thing that we see how the NFL operates. Uh-oh. That's a pick. I don't. Somebody down. I don't think I can mentor Okuda. Got to make that tackle. I like the GM hire is good. I can't really say anything about the coaching hire because I don't know what the plan is. I wonder either how bad the job is or what the vision for the future is for them to come up with Dan Campbell. I also wonder what's going on with Eric Bieniemy, and I want to know why they say, was it Salah? Why if he was in like prime running, they said he had a bad interview. I wonder what made him like lose out on this opportunity, or like if this job is probably as bad as I think it is. I think that has a lot to do with it. But he picked New York over Lions, so I don't know what they're I don't know what they're doing. There's a cheesehead showed up, FTP, from now until eternity. Yeah, I saw you vibes. My entire Dan Quinn. I'll fight everybody. Best coast tight ends on the planet. I don't know. Like, I think that he's probably, from what I read, he's like defensive minded and running back minded. So that doesn't sound too good. But I don't know. I don't think they're gonna come in as like completely try to revamp everything because they got a lot of dead cap hits with like Jamie Collins, Trey Flowers, Stafford. So I don't think that they're gonna move them unless it's something like drastic. But no, I don't think he's going anywhere. Scott keeps saying that too. I trust Scott. Scott reads into that stuff. Young Ozzie Newsome. Yeah, I keep like the stuff that I read is pretty good so far. So they better. I hope Patricia never gets another job. That would be insane to give him another job. Yeah, I'm not like I still want to see the plan, Scott. I don't really know what they're planning on doing yet. I read something that Holmes said. I think it was in the Detroit News or Free Press One. Just about like what the goal is with building the team, and he didn't really give away any details. So, it's a wait and see game. We're still in the season, so I'm not really pressed about Lions issues. It's not going to be good either, or my expectations are low. So, Brown, yeah. I don't think so. I don't think anybody is going to expect anything of him. Like, if he turns it around, that's going to be like career defining. If he doesn't, it's just the same old Lions. Like, you got a built-in excuse already. You picked the Detroit job. What do you expect? Yeah, that's all they talked about is him being from Michigan. Lions always. Matthew, you all right, man? You need some attention? What's going on? Yeah, I think I mean, why would you hand the reins? Like, I talk about this a lot, like on Fridays. It's like, yeah, Stafford's a good quarterback. Like, he's the only reason that the Lions have a shot every week. So if you're doing a rebuild, like, you could trade away pieces, but it doesn't matter. You're gonna stink anyway. So, I mean, if you want to go full tank, it doesn't matter if you pick 1 or 3 if you're not picking the right guys, and the Lions don't pick the right guys. That's always been the phrase. Same old Lions. Yeah, that Andrew, that's one of the questions that I have. Like, what is he going in the interviews and doing if he's getting turned away? And I haven't even seen some of the names that are being mentioned as coaches. Like they're the ones going. Yeah, and you're talking like it's got to be like something. It's stupid. Like, it's just dumb to completely throw it out the window on a team that was a couple of plays away and bad schemes and bad coaching. Like, I would, if somebody told me that all of the Lions losses this year were on bad coaching, I would not argue that. I don't think you understand like how it sounded like how horrible the locker room was. Like, I didn't think it was that bad, but that locker room sounded horrible. And, that has a lot to do with like COVID was going on. I'm pretty sure that he was probably running them ragged. Like, the one thing that I knew when they were in trouble, like the first game of the season, everybody went down with like a hamstring injury. So that's a sign of like overuse. Like, they've been running and running and running and running and running. So I knew it was like, okay, it's something going on. But Patricia had a lot to do with why they suck this year. I think it was a domestic dispute or something. The Lions do not have a decent defense. The Lions have the worst defense in the league. And I think the age thing is shut up, Sammy. Everybody, we got a celebrity in the building, Sammy Tranks, former CFL superstar, Grey Cup winner, the star of the Courage to Continue series. You can check out season 3 on Quantity on this page, on Qwality Sports, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, the Stafford getting old and age thing, yeah, I get it. Like, I would just find his replacement now and then let him walk when he wants to walk. Like, you got to give this franchise an opportunity to usher in a new era with some type of consistency. Like, when we went from who was it, like Scott Mitchell, the Joey Harrington era, like, he didn't have anybody to teach him the ropes. Like, we had guys like Mike McMahon at quarterback, and then we went through that whole Dante Culpepper thing. Like, it has to be somebody he hands the reins off to. And I think we're in the prime position for that because everybody needs a break, but contractually it doesn't make sense. So now we didn't get the replacement last year, which everybody would have said Tua, and they would have been what it looks like wrong from what we've seen so far. So then you got might have buyer's remorse. You might feel like you need to press Stafford out the window, or maybe you don't have no trade value. Tua come in here and look flat, and you feel like you got to keep Stafford. You feel like Tua might not be the guy. Like, nobody was talking Justin Herbert, and Justin Herbert turned out to be amazing. So, I mean, it's still a lot. Like, it's a plan. Like, the Lions suck. Like, what do you guys want? They're not just gonna magically turn it around in one season. It's gonna have to be like a 2 to 3 year thing. Like the Caldwell thing, if we would have picked the right person, we would have been we would have probably been where the Browns are. Completely different trajectory. But we went it's the coaching and the like it's been a decline ever since he stepped foot in Detroit. And this is Caldwell handed off an average to above average team, and now they're not average to above average. John Dorsey. I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure it all depends on the plan. It sounds like the Fords are doing that. We want Ford toughness thing, and they're going with an attitude guy. When I don't know, man. I'm more about innovation. Like you watch that Chiefs game and some of the plays they draw up and everything. Like that's innovation, creativity. Like that's what you need. We don't need that Ford tough shit no more. Rodgers is Marino with the ring. What does that mean? Goated? It has to be awful. Like absolutely nobody. Hey, check out the disc. I know I don't plug this enough, but I'm on Discord, guys. Check out the Discord server. It's Qwality Sports. I'm gonna post it as soon as I find my phone. Make sure you guys check. I posted the bingo cards. Let me know if it's anything with them. I'll fix them. Alex be a mod. What here? I know how to do this Discord stuff. Ooh, special teams kicking ass. I'm gonna post it in the chat here.
Get organic, calorie and portion.
Who is getting Deshaun? That's a good question. I know it's gonna be a blockbuster deal. If I were the Jets, I would do it. You don't got to worry about building no Trevor Lawrence. None of that stuff. I put the Discord in the comment section on this video. I don't know how to add it to the chat. I can't find the chat. Where's the chat? Make sure you guys join it. Let's start talking about sports and stuff. Invite your friends. The goal is, to talk about sports. That's it. Quality. All Stafford needs is a zone blocking running game to freeze defenses. Forces a split second to use play action, set up vertical passes. I mean, I feel like the spread, like they don't have the personnel for that because Vitae. I don't think Vitae is good in space, and that's where I think most of the money's tied. Like I don't think anything's wrong with the front. They just the rights. I guess they're developing. He didn't get protected that well this year. He just also there's no team speed. I think drafting either Smith, Like, there's no team speed out there. I think when I was doing the videos, like the Lions are, I think, in the bottom as far as receivers getting separation. He's throwing in the windows that are really small. So I think Hawkinson got the most separation out of everybody. So that's not good. You know, Marvin Hall was one of the guys that I thought was, pretty good with, being a game breaker with speed, a big play threat. And that's what they need. You throwing in all these tight windows, and we don't have anybody. Like, I think Amendola was the guy to get yards after the catch, but he like 30. I could probably run with Amendola. So I don't think it's anything with the blocking schemes or anything. It's just they don't have any team speed. Yeah, the D-Hop trade was crazy. What is it? What is it, Andrew? The draft, the top quarterback selection, then get a couple wide receivers, trade for Von Miller, and go for Sherman. And that seems like a lot. I think they need to focus on re-signing Okora. You still got, I think Flowers was still productive. He's probably the best player on the defense. And then you just gotta find a backer and somebody who can rush the passer. I think Okora is one, but like you gotta find somebody else that can come off the edge and put pressure up the middle. Like those are like the front on defense is what's bad, and that shores up the secondary. Like if they're getting pressure on quarterbacks, it's easier on the secondary. If you get a secondary that can cover, it's easier on the front. So like that's how that works in tandem. So I mean, I'm interested to see what Campbell does. You don't see the link? Oh, let me find it. Not even paying attention to the game. What it's looking like. All right, Discord. Here we go. Join the Discord. You mean to put the Discord link instead of I do it? Let me know if you guys got the link to the Discord. If I'm Lions GM, I'm letting Stafford walk and Jones and Galladay walk. Let our star old players walk, then tank for first pick and draft top player for trade for Von Miller, get Sherman, and boom. That's a very long plan. Cole, what's up? What you think about Herbert? Big arm. I like to see how he reacts to coaches having film on him. Big arm. Made some tough plays this year. Look good. Trey Flowers resign. Why does everyone think? Yeah, I don't. The tanking thing is I think it's just people see the Sixers and the trust the process thing, and like losing really bad gets you like top players, which isn't the case. That's the lazy way of doing it. Like you gotta actually do work and find stars in the second and third and fourth, fifth round. Like think about like how many first round quarterbacks have actually panned out in the NFL. Like you look at this game, I think was Breeze a first rounder? I think late first round. Brady sixth rounder. So I mean, Aaron Rodgers late first round. Like it's not always, the Lions are picked in the top. During the Matt Millen era, the Lions picked in the top 10 like 6 times. It's not finding like first, second, third overall picks because they don't always pan out. You actually got to do work and find good players. NFL hates the Lions part. I thought about doing that after the Vikings game, but I don't want to go to the well too many times. I got to save it for when I'm really down on my luck. I did the Stafford video again. I'm kind of excited about what I got coming up. I'm gonna be trying to do more things. I'm gonna introduce a new guy to the channel, Shaney2K. You guys search his YouTube. I'm gonna put him in the featured channels on here, but he's gonna start doing some videos with me. So go support him. Go check out his videos. He does basketball videos. So he's gonna come to the channel. Dominique will be back. How did you guys like Dominique on Christmas? What's good, Junior? Let's go, Saints. Appreciate you, Dio. Herbert was a sleeper star in the system. Cost of a T-bone mistake, injury. Try to get Hightower. Should be fun. Look how many picks Miami had to rebuild. Look at how many the Patriots have every year. It's about the number of picks. You have to get it right, or you pick is irrelevant for the most part. Yeah, like you actually got to do work. Like you got to find gems, and you got to be able to have them. Like it's not about the best player available. It's about how can you use the player best in your system. Like if we threw Tua out there, Tua would probably hurt his hip again. It's just a bunch of football's not linear. I keep saying that, or I said it a lot on Friday, but there's so many different ways to do things. You just gotta be creative. Like Patricia trying to find all his guys and bringing in old Patriots players, it didn't work. It never works for them because they only know one way. So you got to be able to adapt, got to run new stuff, can't be stubborn. It's all very, how fast the quarterbacks take to the speed and system there. I think one thing that I always talk about is like they need a developmental league because quarterbacks aren't getting reps. You don't get backup quarterbacks don't get practice reps. They don't get to see the game at full speed. So, the XFL is going to be really good when the Rock brings it back because you're going to get to see like Garrett Gilbert played. Though PJ Walker, he torched the line and he played in the XFL. He was going to be an XFL MVP. Like those guys getting game speed reps is good for the game because then, like I said, when Patrick Mahomes went out, all the Kansas City Chiefs fans were like, oh, my God. Like, that's the talent level drop-off from starting quarterback to backup quarterback. Like, the more football these quarterbacks play, the more reps they get, the better the game will be. Like, all these limited reps, you get out there and, quarterbacks haven't seen DBs move that fast. So they got a 6'4", 240-pound outside edge rusher that's like 7 feet wingspan coming at you. Like you don't know what you don't get tackled in practice and stuff like that. So You know, the more they play, the better the game will be. The Lions need defense like safeties and corners. The Lions need a front. Need an edge rusher, some linebacker. The Lions linebacking core was like Collins was he was decent. You can't trust him in one-on-one. I don't know why they had him manned up on Dalvin Cook, I think it was, in the first Vikings game. And it was like, oh man, licking his chops. And then Jared Davis, I think he would like run through a brick wall if you told him to. But that's it. Like, his coverage wasn't there, and he missed tackles. But I mean, he played with intensity. Like that's a guy that you work with. I think. Like, I don't think if you put him in a position where he doesn't have to think, he would be good. But he played in Detroit. Lions are suffering from the Bobby Lane curse. One sleep 7-1. Woke up 0-8. That was the Patriots to Cleveland trade, wasn't it? Hell, yeah. Gotta have a system that benefits the skill set you're looking for and how well your staff can mold. Yeah, that's all coaching is. How can you mold a player to work to the best of their ability? Like this stuff kind of makes me want to get back into coaching, but I'd rather play Madden because those players don't talk back. Lions acquired Deshaun Watson. I thought about that. Blue blah. What's up? I thought about that. Like, I think that would be it would be horrible to send Stafford there, but I think, you get Stafford and they throw him they could work out some kind of trade back deal with another team. But man, like why would the Texans want a quarterback and they're headed towards a rebuild too? It's not a quarterback thing. Like they don't have any offensive weapons. Yeah. Yeah, the Chargers with the right coach is scary. Breeze was the first pick in the second round. Yeah, I mean, like first round quarterbacks, expectations are too. Like I'm telling you, man, if you throw like Trevor Lawrence, if you don't have a guy that's generational like Peyton Manning was or like Trevor Lawrence was, throwing them out there game 1, game 2 to see the game speed, yeah, that's cool, but you're kind of setting them up for failure. He probably felt horrible. No, I think that the Mac Jones hype is going to die really soon. I saw a couple mocks that saw him going in the first round, so I hope the Lions stay away from that. Lions need a whole new revamp on the D side and O-line help. Oh, I think O-line specifically, the skill thing is gonna be an issue, but if it's Stafford, he's played with worse, I guess. I don't think like a whole new defense, a whole new. They need a front. They need linebacker core. I think Okuda's gonna be fine. Like I'm not a panic button guy because I was really like Slay's trash his first couple of seasons, but he came along. It's hard to learn and play cornerback, and I think cornerback is probably the second hardest position in the NFL. So yeah, whole new revamp on D. they're gonna have to. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do with Tavai. Jared Davis, I don't think they're bringing back. Tracy Walker trash. No, it's not Tracy. It's Will Harris. Is it Will Harris or Tracy Walker? I think that old school coaching way is old, man. I think like they got to start moving towards the knowledgeable guy. Like creativity is king. Like seeing all I think who's the OC in Baltimore? People keep talking about how he keeps using the same schemes and the same thing that he's always done, and teams been calling it out, and it's all those things that they're living on the past, and we got countless hours of footage. Like the more people see you do things, the more they're going to be able to key in on it. So, if you got a coach that's been out there for 20 years and he won't change the system up and he won't make adjustments and do all that stuff, of course people are going to key in on it. Will Harris, there it is. Like I don't think that old school mentality works. Like that's good for attitude stuff, but I think those if you tell me a guy like Juju would be in the NFL 20 years ago, he wouldn't, because like they would weed him out because he's more excited about TikTok and his life, and it's football isn't ride or die. Like Juju probably wouldn't be in the NFL or be heralded as much as he is if this was like a decade or two ago. And that's like that old school mentality, like we're right, this is how you play football. But all these coaches are idiots. Like if you look, the NFL is just a boys club, man. They just like people hiring their friends just to hang out and coach football, because some of the decisions that these coaches be making, mind-boggling. It's horrible. I ain't even paying attention to the game. Was that a fourth? That was a fourth thing went on? Aggressive. B. Aggressive. B-E. Aggressive. Yeah. Juju's a great talent. Like all his antics, they're like harmless. He's like I can handle something like you can talk to a guy about something like that, but like back in the 90s and the early 2000s, dudes was going out and banging hookers before the Super Bowl. So it's a big difference between attitudes back then and attitudes now. Like all the dude want to do is be on TikTok and play football. Like there's nothing wrong with that, but he got to focus. Like he was dancing on the field when they was losing to Cleveland. Like that's a mentality thing. He's still young. Ooh, that's a play right there. Lattimore don't be playing. I stay flossing in that candy paint. Bills finally shut the run down, made me a one. That's some luck right there. Congrats. Nice little bet. Get the week going. You right, Cole. Right in the ear. Nah, I don't be doing all that dancing. I wouldn't be hanging around you. It's like, bro, we playing football. Chill out. I wasn't. I don't know. I don't know how my teammates would describe me. I know it's probably pretty negatively. I was very encouraging And but I got serious at certain moments. So yeah, I think he's coming back. Who are you talking about, Andrew? Do you know what the head-to-head contact is? Chiefs refs don't. Yeah, that's one of the things that you look back on and say this call messed us over, which gives me a really great idea. But yeah, that's unfortunate. They played a good game though. I thought they was coming. I thought they were going to finish that comeback. Chad Henne, it's what happens when you be aggressive. Tom Brady just yelled at that Hockey Lee's son. LT was a beast. How much you think Andy paid the refs? Ooh. Who, Andrew, top 3 greatest defenders ever? LT, and who were the other 2? Yeah, I think he forces it a lot. I mean, he has to force the ball downfield sometimes, but I mean, he doesn't even throw that many picks. Like 10 interceptions. Like that's a 2-to-1 ratio. Was it 10? I think he was 26 and 10. But like compared to earlier in his career, it's he protects the ball a lot more now. We got LT, Chris Carter. Yeah, that's correct. Some of the stories, I did a couple videos for TPS about some of the stories, like the old Cowboys teams. Like Michael Irvin is a wild boy. Like I think he like sliced the dude's throat or something, if I remember it correctly, or he was about to get his throat sliced, and he pissed one of the linemen off so bad. Them Cowboys teams, wow. Aaron Donald probably handling that. Man, that was only a quarter. Whoo! We about to be here for a minute. Derek Thomas, LT, and Ronnie Lott. I like that. Derek Thomas, best ever. LT, Ray Lewis, Deion Sanders. I like that, Andrew. That's a list right there. And Jericho. He like 50 though, man. I don't know too many Giants fans or Cowboys fans. I've only dealt with Steeler fans. I stay forcing on that candy paint. Let me see if you guys got in the Discord. Okay. Wait a minute. William. Is William in here? Let me see. Bro, Tim Duncan wanted to be an Olympic swimmer. Yeah, that's funny. That's a good one. Like I think I did take a guess where I saw like all the dual sport athletes. Yeah, the Tim Duncan one's a funny one. because the Washington football team fans so home because they never had what that mean. No, they did. It's been a long time since they were winners. Packers fans are the worst. All they ever listen. You think Packers fans are bad, then you haven't had a conversation with Steelers fans. That's all they talk about. 6 Super Bowls. FTP. Yeah, Alex. We'll talk. Email. You got my email, right? Eagles fans ruthless. It's definitely football is definitely a second best sport. Nobody. It seems like a really boring affair too. Good defensive battle. That's what that is. Kicking contest is a good defensive battle. You think he saved his job? I don't think he saved his job at all. That Nickelodeon MVP gonna pay off, but it ain't gonna be here. Uh they weren't. I don't think they really hung with him. They had that little spurt where Mahomes went down and they got some momentum, but I mean that game wasn't as close as the score made it. Like they had some opportunities that they missed, but the Chiefs were like they stalled. The Chiefs stalled a couple times when I think they were getting a little too ahead of themselves with that play calling. But I like the aggressive. Andy Reid is. I like aggressive coaching now. Yeah. Oh man. What does that mean, Matthew? The NFL is social justice warrior as fuck. What does that mean? What's wrong with social justice? The word justice is in there. How can you go wrong with justice? I keep seeing the Vrabel Dan Campbell comparison. So he is the Titans coach. I'm really who is it that asked? Oh yeah, that's a money thing. Andy Reid is an old school hire. Yeah, he's evolved his game, his coaching, all of that. His playbook has evolved. He's always been the upper echelon. He just finally got to the point where he can win, and he got his quarterback to do it with. Where does Earl Campbell rank all time? I don't have him. I would have to think on that. Nice 3-6 game. Let me see. The whole Kaepernick situation is mad. It all starts. This might be the beginning of the end, Scott. Yeah, he is. What do you mean they trying something different? The NFL caring about Black lives is propaganda. Yep. You have to remember the Lions have Barry and Chris helping the Lions make this choice. Can't be surprised to see players choosing a player's coach. I respect the change of philosophy. Nice to see. Yeah. I mean, we always we don't get X and O guys, which is, I think, a part of the problem. Like, Patricia's supposed to be an X and O guy, but he's more authoritarian. Like, I guess with a coordinator, like, we don't get young, creative, hungry. We get legacy. Like Lombardi was a legacy guy. Like, I don't think we get guys who are trying to revolutionize football, which is, or I guess reinvent the wheel. We just get guys with attitudes, discipline, hard nose, intensity. It's not. I don't think it's that type of game anymore. This is finesse and fast, speed, creativity, fun, big plays. I think that's what the Chiefs are, and that's kind of the discrepancy of who the Lions go after and the type that they should be going after. Uh-oh. 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 Lions going Lion. Yeah, I saw it. If Dan Campbell is the best Sean Payton, I'm not I don't know what the signing is gonna be like after jumping on the Patricia bandwagon. I'm going to wait and reserve judgment. I want to see what the plan is in place, and if I have to take my talents elsewhere as a fan. Football with a Chiefs fan or football with a Patriots fan. I don't know who I would cheer for if I didn't cheer for the Lions. If it would be like strictly off of favorite player, it would probably be the Bucks. A favorite player outside of Stafford. If it would be team, if it would be like jersey or stuff like that, I think I would be a 49ers. Like legacy, history, and all that. I used to like the 49ers a lot. Like when Deion played for them, the early 90s, I was a really big 49ers fan. So I think that's who I would cheer for if I wasn't a Lions fan. I would never forgive myself. I would never, ever, ever, like, I put in all this time and effort, and they go out and win a Super Bowl without me. I feel like the ultimate jinx. Nobody's ever said that. Yeah, Scott. Luckiest man alive. That's what they keep calling him. Get a running back. No, why would you get a running back? They got Swift. And they can re-sign Kerryon. They don't need anything in the backfield. They need to improve on the O-line slightly. They need to, like, the defense is they're gonna have to get a receiver. Like, I think Cephas is the only one on the roster, so like I don't know. They're gonna have to get some fast guys. Speed is what's necessary, man. Nobody care about all that hard nose, none of that stuff. Get me some fast, like not Al Davis, like fast guys that actually can play football, not like Al Davis. Let's bandwagon the Chiefs. I'm not there yet. I want to see what happens with this Lions team. The Bills, because Josh Allen is my favorite quarterback. I could say I don't even think that would be a bandwagon move. I think everybody wants to see the Bills win one, especially if you know their history. 10-6, 11, and I don't know what that is. It's rough being a Bills fan. How? They've had some pretty decent teams. Lions hired Jeff Fisher. Listen, that would be one move that I would have to fight somebody. Man, we need I agree we need defense, but man, like if it's some weapons out there, you got to go get them. Like that team is slow. Like it's a waste of Stafford. Like how do you have guys out there that you can't just throw one up to? Like a receiver, like everybody would like covet like a receiver like Tyreek Hill. Small, quick guys. He can get them the ball in space, and they can do all the work. Like having a receiver that can break away from people and miss break tackles or outrun people across the field. It would be lovely. Yeah, the Steelers know they have problems, but they do nothing to improve them. Absolutely. I don't think Carry-On's bad. He just didn't get any opportunities this year, and he wasn't healthy other 2 years. Like, he stayed on the field this year, which I think is a good improvement, but AP took the majority of his carries. Yeah. Allen Robinson and all defensive draft. He's been politicking with. I seen him wearing Detroit gear, right, Scott? Is he politicking to get here? I haven't seen anything on it. Watch all 4 up and outs. Tell me that I'm a Browns fan. Another controversy pass interference. Uh-oh. TPS about to run that into the ground. So am I. Man, I think Carry-On would be or is going to be a pretty decent back. Like, he showed potential. AP took a lot of his carries. But man, if they would have used it properly, like, they could have done a lot more. I don't think so at all. I think it was a hey, he's a rookie. Why is he in that situation? He had a bad play. Yeah, I don't think anybody's perception of because of Swift changed, because man, after that Jaguars game, hell yeah. Yeah, I would like Allen Robinson in Detroit. Let's see, imagine those. Do Lions fan like a dominant too? We love a dominant too. Yeah, so it's gonna be good. And Don McCain. Who would you put on? What you mean, Matthew? You were DC and you got to defend Allen Robinson, Justin Jefferson. How would you react? We about to blitz. Blitz and press. Mess up the timing. And then pray. With no pass rushers. What's that in regards to, Cole? With no pass rushers? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They put Jameson? That's got to be coming back. Picked it up. Ooh! Saints got them one. Wide open. That's a good play design right there. That's a great play design. Hot diggity. What a play. Aren't you like 13? What you saying hot diggity for? Nobody. Is that on there? I should have put I think I put a Jameis on one of the cards. Sue was a chill ass dude. Met him twice. Both times he was just real cordial, but not how the media portrays him like a bully. Yeah, I think a lot of that is like intensity in the game. He'd probably be out of his mind. Them linemen be going crazy down there, man. They be fighting, getting spit on, gouged in the eye. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure a lot of that stuff he did was justified. But closet Vikings fan, Cole. The chef is retired. Hot diggity, what a play. Abe Simpson, Grandpa. The Lions storm the Ford's office. Where's Martha Ford? I like that. Jameis, I like. If he's not pricey, like he probably want to get a starting job, but I like that. I think it's like I even thought about. I think Gardner Minshew would be a good person to sit behind Stafford because he got flashes, he showed potential. Like he hasn't had a mentor like Nick. I think Nick Foles. I don't know how much he learned from him, but like I don't see anything. I think now if you're trying to go cheap, you want to get a quarterback that needs some type of redemption. You know, Rosen. I don't think he's good enough, but like a Josh Rosen story would be good. Like you find somebody that is looking for a second. Like I can't believe how bad Chase Daniel was, man. Chase Daniel was horrible. So like that talent level is crazy. Like you want to find somebody that is cheap and that you see upside in. Like I think like with the schemes that quarterbacks and all these teams offensive coordinators are running, is like a lot of this stuff is just like stupid. It's like they don't. I think like I saw a difference when Bevel became the head coach and Patricia was there. It's like all the like easy throws that get quarterbacks in the rhythm weren't there when Patricia was the head coach, but you saw it when Bevel took over. So the coaches be getting in their way all the time, just doing stupid stuff. It's crazy to me. Haskins to the Jets. No. He's not. We talking about that. He's not serious about football. Like quarterback, you got to be the most serious person on the field if you want to be great. Like you got to, you know, command the room. You got to be a leader. You got to be intelligent. You got to make right decisions. That's one of the reasons I didn't play quarterback. You got to make right decisions all the time. Winston went to the Saints because he wanted to play for a contender, which surprised me that the Pats went with Wash Cam over young mobile Cannon with Winston. Yeah, that was, and he was out there for a while too. No, yeah, I don't. Haskins is got. I think he got some maturity things to work on. Let me hungry and lead by example. That old, I don't think Sailor. I don't know if it's Sailor solid, but somebody do the phonetic spelling in here for me. I don't. You think he'd come back? You think James will come back? Because man, the way they playing Taysom Hill, like I think Scott said, it's a no coming back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Brady looking like some mid. I think he will. He'll be a coordinator at least. I don't think he's going to get a head coaching job. No. Pizza Hut or Taco. He out of here, man. It's no way he coming. It's no way he get a head coaching job again. Like there's no way you could justify it. Yeah, ain't nobody. I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't trade Patrick Mahomes in any situation. Video game, none of that. Feels bad for any team that gets him as a D coordinator. He just probably like. I think a lot of Patriots fans when we hired him started laughing. I was like, oh, this doesn't seem right. But I mean, I'm pretty sure, they were in Super Bowl contention when he was there. That it seems like it's looking daily that's more Tom Brady than anything. But you know, if he got reined in, maybe he would be decent. Like I'm not about to keep making excuses for him. He trash. He ain't never getting the job again. Brady got the same line, bro. That's just, experience isn't always like. I mean, experience is the reason that people be in the situations they in now. Like the most experience is like being able to adapt, and I think going with experienced guy. Like I get that, Quinn was a first time guy, but you know, I don't think they vetted him well enough. I don't think Rod Wood vetted him well enough. I would trust that Spielman has more in mind from a football regard than what Rod Wood does. I think Rod Wood just like, he tried to come in and take a shortcut and copy the Patriots system. So he went with an unknown Patriots guy, and they tried to Patriot way it up. It didn't work. But I think Spillman's doing more football work. So, I'm excited to see what Brad Holmes does. Like, he hasn't laid out a plan yet. I don't know why everybody's freaking out or anything. He hasn't said what his goal is. Like, we just gotta. What's the alternative? If you're gonna cheer for the Lions, you're in for misery anyway. So. Can the Lions get one or two big 250-pound running backs in late rounds? Yeah, man, because this not that type of NFL anymore. Like if you're not the fastest person on the field, you're not going to be on the field. So I mean, you could do all that bruising if you want, but it don't really work. Like they can't with the way these guys are built and the way that they train and everything. They're not going to be able to play through like all the stuff that you saw guys in the like Kevin Green guys in the 80s and 90s playing through. They're not going to want to do that, and they can't do that. So, all that big bruising stuff is over. Speed kills. I know that's a Madden quote because I heard it every time I turned on Madden from 99 to 2000, whatever. Speed kills. That's right, Cody. Speed kills. William, you're a Browns fan, aren't you? Or is it Steelers fan? Yeah, and that's the difference. Like the funny thing that I was thinking about is how the quarterback position has evolved. Like you get all these kids that are quarterbacks coming up now, they've had to run from fast defensive ends all their lives, as opposed to quarterbacks 20 years ago who, that little all the pocket movements and the straight drops and climbing the pocket, all that stuff, it worked. But now, escapability is king. So it happened because football has changed. Like coaches have put, hey, we want this fast guy rushing up the field, and he may get around the tackle, and now the quarterback has to run from his life. And you got kids like Baker Mayfield who's been running from 6'5", 240-pound defensive ends all his life. So, he's mobile. Like guys like Trevor Lawrence, they're mobile. They can move the ball. And then when they get to the point in their career where they can't be as mobile, then it's like, okay, what do we do with them? Have we evolved their passing enough to where they can survive in this league? Because, all those quarterbacks come out and they can move around and, that helps. But what are you going to do when you're not as fast as you are? Can you, drop in the pocket, throw a 15-yard comeback, anything like that? Yeah. I remember you were Steelers. Bills Mafia. Yeah. What do you think about LeGarrette Blount? When he socked that dude from Boise State, that was amazing. I'm so old now because I remember all this stuff like it was yesterday. And I was like 10, 20, 10, 15 years ago. Life has passed me by. I'm going to go, when we hit halftime, I'm going to go get some concessions and stuff, guys. So, you take your concession break at halftime and we'll be back. Make sure you guys join the Discord server. Post that right there. Going to try to build a community here. Get you guys talking some stuff. Yeah, man, he's a big bruising back. Baker Mayfield is my kind of bad. he's a a ballsy, confident guy. Like I don't think he's gonna be. I would say off the top of my head, I think his ceiling would be like Jeff Garcia, which isn't bad, but I don't think he's gonna be as good as all these commercials he's getting proves. Thanks, Cole. I can't wait till I get overrated and you guys start hating me. That's when I know I've truly made it. When I can get you guys to turn on me. I'm gonna try and enjoy you guys calling me underrated for now. Oh, that boy is fast. Baker Mayfield is kind of bad. Yeah, like I'm not on the Baker Mayfield train at all. I think he has the tools, but I don't think he will. New age Jerome Bettis. When Blau came out, I think he was in Tampa Bay. Like he had some big runs, man. There was a couple times where he broke 3 or 4 tackles and spinned off a cut. Like I remember those highlights vividly. He was good. I think I would have been. I'm more like I was like Bob Sanders. That would be my comparison, or Matthew. I would have been. I think I was like a slower version of the Honey Badger. They moved me around. Like I played strong safety. I played free safety. I played corner. I got matched up against Nate Washington. So my head coach is the defensive coordinator at Western. And for Christmas, I went home and I got an interview with him. And, we were telling stories. I got matched up my freshman year. I'm 17 years old with Nate Washington. He played in Pittsburgh for like 6 or 7 years, I think, or 3 or 4 years. And then he went to Tennessee. But we were playing Nate Washington. So they doubled him all game. And they moved me to safety because I was 5'7". He was like 6'2", 6'3", and like fast as all hell. I wasn't even remotely fast enough. So we hold him to like 2 catches all game, and it's like a minute or so left, or 2 minutes, like less than 2 minutes left in the game, and I'm playing safety. Quarterback checks left. He checks to his left, and I weave, and I completely forgot that Nate was on the backside. They ran the backside post. I've never seen a takeoff like that before in my life. Like he hit the post and was like 73 yards to the house. I was like, oh. Luckily, our offense marched down and we scored a touchdown to go ahead. But man, they bailed me. Like I had one moment where I went 1-on-1 with them and I broke up a pass. If anybody can find this, I will pay you for it. It was in the local newspaper in Tiffin, Ohio. I dove. It was like me diving and breaking up a pass, and he booked behind me. I think that was one of the best plays I made my freshman year. It was the best play I made my freshman year. I was so hype about that. I was like, he going to the league. I shut him down. You're also a poor Lions fan, so we have something in common. That's right. Derrick Henry is just a perfect mix of fast and bruising. That's a good analysis. Look at the stat line. Blau was put in the system to only run third down. Yeah, he wasn't every down back, but man, like the one season he was like the goal line guy. He was either in Pittsburgh or New England. He was getting those touchdowns. Yeah, I don't want the Saints winning. I think the Packers are. I picked the Bucks. I think the Packers are going. The Packers look too good, man. What video did I say that in? Baker is a perfect example of a quarterback who benefits from just a brief freeze. FLC forgot to build Watch City use short passes to set up the run. Yeah, man, those philosophies, I think people live and die by them too much. Like it's so many ways you can scout a defense and expose them to their weaknesses. You guys, we need to stop talking about this because I don't want to feel like coaching again. I'm gonna hop on Madden. It was one of I remember that. I think it was the worst Lions coach. Marshawn and Evans fighting. Let's go. Let him fight. Stay in his head. That's a first. My philosophy, just win the game. Yeah, that's it, man. That's all you got to do. Go out there and win the game and make the play. I coached for the first couple years I got out of college. I just couldn't do it, man. I was too close to football still mentally, and it was just like killing me to be out there. So I didn't like the hours. I didn't like the job itself. I like coaching. I like being on the field, but I like the players. I like interacting them. I think I was a pretty good coach. No, I played at St. Joseph's College. It was a D2 in Rensselaer, Indiana. It doesn't exist anymore, but yeah, but I did play against Tiffin University. What was it? What was a Matthew 20, 21 picks, 15? Where'd you? Yeah, jeez, that's a good career right there. The one on Netflix I watched. Yeah, if I wanted to, I could probably get back into it. I don't want to though, like at all. I would volunteer if I could. Like I would go out. I used to give the pregame speech. So I coached at Seton Hill University as a GA, and I used to my favorite part was just giving pregame speeches. I I would go in. I would barely work. I hope my coach sees this, or I hope my boss sees this. But I would go in. I would barely work and show up on Saturday. Gave the pregame speech. Got them hyped. We went 10-3 that year. Sammy's still in here? No. Yeah, Sammy will tell you we went 10-3 that year. Should have won a conference championship. We lost by 2, I think, on the last play of the game. And we went to the playoffs, won a game, and then got blew out by Cal. That game old. But yeah, man, I love giving pregame speech. I used to get people hype, I feel like. I saw like I think it was a joke or some type of satire post that the Lions was looking for like a pregame motivator. I'll make a video on that one. I would never want a job like Michigan. No, I don't want. That's too much pressure, man. Yeah, people breathing down your neck. I want it light and easy. Nate Washington. It wasn't a future Steeler. This is like 2004. I was a freshman in 2004 in college. So I don't think he got drafted. Yeah, I think he got drafted like 6th or 7th round. And then he played in Pittsburgh for 3 years. And I think he went to Tennessee and played a couple years. I forgot where he ended up at the end. that's cool. I was a freshman in high school in 2004. That's not. Come on, man. Don't be coming here and making me feel old. That's not that bad though. Man, no, thank you. I hated Oklahoma. Like I was always good at shedding blocks and stuff. So they would always try to put me in Oklahoma with like the best matchups. I hated that stuff so much. One time, they put me in Oklahoma drill with our tight end. Like I'm 5'7", 180. He like 6'2", a solid 230, 240. They put me up on the line with him and told me that like I swam him and we met and the running back like went off tackle and ran past the other dude that was with me. So he told me not to like I can't do any moves to get around. So like, I kind of got pushed back and we ain't make the play. I hated doing Oklahoma. Way too much pressure on you. This game been hella slow. Oh yeah, definitely know the pain. Nope. Ooh! Oh, didn't survive it. What degree you get, Matthew? What year were you at the combine? Ooh, that was a good throw. Man, that's a tough drop. 2014. What degree you get? Yeah, man, that's tough. Hope you're all right out there. Uh-oh. They about to cook something up. He ain't survived the ground. Law. You good up there, man? Appreciate it, Raptor Jesus. That's a good move, man. They got it. They got. What do you guys think about the catch rule? Like we saw the Megatron one. We saw the Dez didn't catch it. Like the catch rule got it. Like I feel like 2 feet down football move is better, but that survive the ground stuff is I feel like that got to go because it's been a couple of calls. Yeah, it's been a couple of calls that look very iffy to me. Yeah, man, I know that feeling. Like not being able to make it. You'll be good, man. You just gotta find something you love to do. It's not all that. It's good. Gotta find an identity outside of sports. I know it's hard, but I got on here and I get on here and I make videos and I talk to you people about sports and I it this makes me feel good. So man, don't get too down on yourself. A 13-13 game? Let me see. I ain't seen if you missed it yet. Yeah, we tied up. All right. I'll be back, guys. I'm about to hit the hay for halftime. I'll be back at the start of the third. I'll see you guys.